I don't know. I don't know if that's official, man. Because I didn't see him posting her.
It is.
I saw her posting all of them, but I ain't seen.
They trying to work it out. They back together, bro.
No. What I think is going on is I think she's publicly trying to make a display because she knew she was wrong. And I think what's really going on, that nigga still living his best life and he ain't agree to shit.
Hold on, wait. So let me ask this question because somebody's saying if he got back with her, then he down bad.
No.
Do y'all agree with that?
Yeah, he's definitely down bad. If he
No,
I don't think that,
and
nigga. That's my
down
fucking
bad.
kids and my wife, nigga.
Okay.
Down bad.
I hope they work it out.
No, hell no. Fuck that.
I agree.
She tried to publicly disgrace him, man.
Yeah,
no, fuck that.
She had a whole divorce tour. So it's pros and cons. The pro is I'm pro family. Go get your family back. But the con is your chick thought that she could do better without you.
Yeah, she was doing too much.
Up, and you let her come back. That's always gonna be in his membrane. This chick tried to do better than me. The streets ate her alive. And his came back running to me, and I took her back.
Yeah, no, I think this doesn't fare well for him.
Speaking of farewell, she went on a whole divorce tour.
She see, this is what I don't understand.
She had a divorce tour.
How are we supporting that, man? How are we supporting this woman?
You're not supporting it. What you're supporting is a man suffering for the sake of being in the house with his kids.
There you go. And
that
Slimming, that's more important.
Man, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Co-parenting is a real thing. Fuck that. Co-parenting, live your fucking best life. Fuck her.
See,
you probably don't want to pay child support,
Y'all got to stop this shit at one point. Y'all got to stop this shit at some point, man.
Niggas that got that kind of money.
What's the stuff that fuck the family?
He walked away from the fucking family.
No.
Okay, well maybe she like so no.
Y'all tweaking.
You can't make a mistake. You can't come back and ask for forgiveness. You can't grow up. You can't mature. You can't. I mean, I'm just saying. What are you?
People make mistakes.
What are you saying?
50 years old.
Okay. So Slimmy, maybe she is growing up. Maybe what if growing up for her is realizing I just made an immature move and now I gotta go and beg my husband to take me back.
Hold on, I'm trying to hear them. Hold on, Quinn.
You don't get to grow up by throwing my fucking relationship.
Fuck that.
But still, you don't know what it's like to just walk down the hall and see your children versus driving 30 minutes and then have to drive another 30 minutes.
We driving 30 minutes.
Slimmy, remember a second ago we were just talking about the women, and I said that women can easily leave their men and they have a community of people who are like, forget him, divorce him, it's good, girl. You're doing to me the other extreme. Like,
no, I'm not doing the other
yes,
extreme.
You are. You're like, F that family.
No, I'm not doing the other extreme. It was no. She walked away from him.
Got it.
That's the difference. We're not talking about most times men are going to be in support of family. But when you're trying, man, all the public displays that she was saying, and she was showing like blind dates she was going on, all that shit. But no.
I get that. At the same time, and we don't know if they're really getting back together or not, but at the same time,
let's assume
for the sake of conversation they are. Remember too that was her first real relationship. So there is probably just hear me out, Slimmy.
Because
there is probably a great deal of immaturity that was clearly present with her. There's a bit of the grass is greener on the other side with her. And I'm not saying that this justifies her walking away from her marriage. What I'm saying is a mature person can take a step back if she comes back the right way. A mature person could take a step back and look at it from a different angle. That's all I'm saying. They still got young kids. They still have young kids. So to just be like, because you did this in front of social media, I'm just going to write you off because of that, just because of that.
Okay, I'm not with your reasoning.
That's fine. That's fine.
You don't get to put that pussy in the streets and bring it back to me.
Well, we don't know that she put it in the. I don't know
She
what
definitely put
I,
it in the streets.
She definitely that was the
we
whole
don't know that
thing.
she, but we don't know that she
Definitely.
was like
Yes,
running
she
up the
did.
streets having stuff. I don't. Did you sleep with her? I don't know what she did.
Hey, listen, why you think you lead a relationship? The
'Cause she
whole
graduated. She said she graduated from their measures. That
Yeah, like I'm
It doesn't
confused
mean
now, man. Like,
she didn't say
how
she
many
went to. She wanted
excuses
to go
are we
get her
gonna?
it
cheeks
doesn't
Wait,
clapped.
wait, wait,
mean
wait,
that
wait,
she
wait,
went
wait,
out and became a hoe.
wait a
Yes.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Come on, man. Like, this got to stop at some point. We would never allow a man to walk away from a woman, say that a woman ain't good enough, and then have that woman, and then tell this woman, big up this woman, like, yo, you gotta take this man back because he's
Slimmy,
begging.
we
Hell no.
Well,
we do.
You would
well,
never
first of all,
accept that.
you're
We
adding
do.
in stuff.
Slimmy.
She didn't say that. First
We
of all,
do, Slimmy. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a
she-
liar. Yes, we do, Slimmy. Yes, we do.
When? Name them.
Rashida and Kurt.
I was thinking
Who
that.
the fuck is that?
My nigga, there are millions of examples
There are.
of women
I
taking.
tell women all the time to go back to their baby daddy.
Come on, bro.
No. That's going back to their baby daddy. Most people don't tell men who have walked away from their wives. They don't.
Have
Nobody
went
says.
back.
Nobody tells that woman. Nobody tells that woman, hey, make sure you bring. No, you got to bring this man back. No.
Hey, nobody probably
cap.
don't tell him, but when he go back, that's the right decision, Slimmy. Okay, Slimmy, check this out right here. If let's find out that somebody touched your daughter, okay, and that's a direct decision of you not being in the house. If you was with the wife, all that would have been prevented.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that you will give up that level of protection for your kids about some pet ass shit that you can eventually get over?
Yeah.
No, if it's about the kids, it's way bigger than us.
Facts.
Pro family, always.
That's
If we can try it again and work it out again, let's try it. I'm gonna try it every time.
Yeah. Hey, look. Pro
and no
family.
one's
Pro family, cool. Anti 304 though. We're not doing that, man. Once you want to be out in them streets, stay there. Like, I don't get it.
Maybe she's the
confused.
breadwinner,
Like, how do you
Slimmy.
get
He
the
might need
test-
some money.
How do you go get the test drive? How do you go get the test drive of the vehicles and then come back to the same garage?
how
I mean,
do
but
you
that's
know
you gotta
that
be an
that's
adult.
what she was doing?
Huh?
How do you know that that's what she was doing? And there's a big difference in saying go get her and convince her to come back versus she comes back and he clearly again assuming that they're back together. That means that he clearly still feels something for her. Like he's still in a space of wanting to be with her. So you're gonna go to your friend. So that's your friend. He tells you, you know, we're trying to work stuff out. You're gonna be like, nah, man, fuck her. Like, don't be with her. Like that's the advice that you're gonna give to your friend.
That's a good
I'm
point.
going to tell him.
That's a good point, Kerry.
I'm going to tell him.
Be with your family.
You got to assess all the things she did first to publicly drag you. Why did she do that? Why did she feel like publicly dragging you and stepping away from the marriage was more important than thinking things through? Do you trust this woman fully and to not thoroughly to not do this again?
They've been together for so long, though, Slimmy.
Hold on, wait. And then on top of that, were you thinking about the family when you were doing this? Because she wasn't. She wasn't thinking about the family. She put her pride, her ego above everything. She wasn't thinking about them kids. So now all of a sudden, you want this man to go back to an insufferable woman just for the kids that she wasn't thinking about, just for the sake of family that she didn't give a fuck about.
That's why I don't agree.
Hold on, wait a minute. Just for the fact that they had a relationship that she didn't give a fuck about. So
Okay.
this man is supposed to ignore all that, and he's just supposed to be like, "Come on back,
Slimmy." This
is
one
where it's great at." Even though you ignored the fact that you had something good, he's just supposed to be like, "No, fuck all that. You ignored me. You disrespected me.
Slimmy,
Come on back home because this is where you should have been."
Slimmy, if you are a man, your job is to show leadership. What you want to do is go tick for tack with her. A man as a leader is supposed to take the lead. Hey, we gonna work on us. It's gonna be a tough road for you. But this the family, this the unit, this the legacy. I need you to be the leader in this situation, sir. Stop trying to go tick for tack with a woman.
You're not going tick for tack. What I'm saying is, you cannot allow a woman to show her pride is more important than family. And then you can't take her back, man.
But it sounds like that's the very thing that would be the reason you wouldn't take her back is because of your pride instead of your family.
That's not my pride.
All you're describing.
No. You can't confuse pride with disrespect. You can't do that.
What if the kids want y'all back together though, Slimmy? Then what?
You say what?
What if the kids want them back together?
The kids
You're supposed to say no.
The kids have no say.
They don't got no say.
Yes, they do. That's their fault.
No, the kids have no say in this. The kids have no say in this. Because ultimately, if somebody decides that they're bigger than the family, then this is beyond the kids at this point. They don't have no say in that.
Well, see, Slimmy,
they're taking consideration what the kids are saying.
You showing them ain't nothing bigger than the family. You accepting her help strengthen your message. Nothing's bigger than the family because me and your mama worked this bullshit out after she thought that she could do better. Because nothing is bigger than the family.
That's what they did back in the day. That's why they were still together. They just got over it.
Hey, I hear y'all. I'm just going. I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. I would never take it.
I want to. I'm a simp, but I bet you my family be straight. In-house.
Well, and unfortunately, that's the way that you have to approach things, in my opinion. Once you do create a family, you might have to swallow your pride. You might have to bite a bullet. You might have to work some stuff out that you otherwise wouldn't want to or wouldn't if you were just single with no kids, because you have a family now. It's not just about you and how it looks to people on social media. Because again, Slimmy, the way you presented it, it sounds like it's how we're viewing him. Like, did she disrespect him as much as we did by commenting on it? Because I did not hear Tia disrespect him the way I heard people comment about. No. I know that you guys would take it. I'm not saying that the fact that it was public, the fact that but just in terms of the real levels of disrespect, in terms of what came out of people's mouths, did you hear more blatant disrespect come out of Tia Mowry's mouth about her husband, or did you hear more disrespect come out about people's comments about her husband, about her?
No, she allowed the disrespect.
No, the reason I'm pointing that out is because, again, I think that this just kind of goes to show that it's more of an ego thing with what you're saying, Slimmy. It's more of, you played me in front of the world then played me too as a result of the way you moved, and so now I'm not taking you back. And I get it, but at the same time, they have 2 kids, and those 2 kids need to be bigger than what y'all think of me. Especially if he's willing to take her back, there's still love there. So to me, as a friend, to give him the advice of, did you ask this? I get that. Like, don't just let her come back and y'all not deal with it. But to give advice like, nah, don't send her away. This might be why people don't want their married friends to have single friends, because I don't think that's the right advice to give.
I ain't never taking up for women again. They folk call me 2K metaphor.
Man, man, y'all tripping. Y'all are 1,000% off.
I'm
this shit is insane.
I put my last first.
To say, man, the shit she was saying
first.
I never heard nobody else talking about Tia Mowry for real. I never even heard nobody else. I'm only going by what I saw her saying and I saw her doing. I don't give a fuck what nobody else was saying. That shit was disrespectful as fuck. Like, I could never deal with a woman who was doing shit like that, who was moving like that. That shit was beyond disrespect. She didn't give a fuck about that dude.
Yeah. Who's to say the next woman won't do him the same way, though?
Man, you can't talk like that. That's irrelevant. We talking about her. What she did, that's it. That's it. We're not talking about what the next woman might do. That nigga might
I'm
be
just
happy
saying
as fuck with the
that
woman
might be
he
his
with
reason
with the
why he
woman
took
he
her
with right now.
back.
Well, we're under the assumption that he took her back. So this is not a conversation
I don't think
of
that's the
like
case.
go convince her to come
You
back
want
to
to know
you.
how we knew he was gonna take her back? He ain't did nothing. That door has always been open. He been there. Still at every Christmas event. This option was always on the table for Tia, and Tia knew it. He ain't never not been there, and that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all niggas have no empathy.
I agree with Slim.
I mean, does love and time not matter to y'all at all? Like they've been
It matters to
together
me.
for a
It matters to me.
long
I'm gonna
It
keep it
matters to
honest.
time.
me,
This ain't about
Carrie.
no simping and none of that, man. This is just about being honest with yourself and
Who said
what
simping?
and how. No, I'm saying like this shit ain't about no simping and nothing like that, man. Like this is about being honest with yourself and trusting your partner. You can't
Was
trust
she
nobody
cheating
like
on
that.
him though? Was
You
she
can't.
cheating on him?
You can't trust anybody like that. You cannot trust anybody like that.
Maybe she was going through something.
Cannot.
People
Maybe she
change
had a
at
mental
different points in their lives. They grow. They like stuff
It's too
happens.
late.
Stuff happens. The person that you
I'm
get
sorry.
with at how old did she say they were?
Carrie.
Slimmy.
Look,
How
Can't
many
keep doing
different
that.
decades did they live with? Like
Slimmy.
What does that matter? You got married.
people change, Slimmy. People change. They mess up. They get it right. They don't. They say what they don't mean to say. Then they say like so much happens if you spend like a lot of time with somebody. Things and I'm not excusing her. I'm not excusing her. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not excusing her at all. I hate what she did. I hate the way she did it. I hate when people bring their business to the front like that. So I'm not excusing any of that. But at the end of the day, if he is open to having her back, I'm not going to be like, because of the way she handled herself, just say no. Now, y'all got to do the work now. There's a lot of work that has to be done.
See, Slimmy don't understand. Like when I be out with my family, it's always older men. They come hit me on my chest. You got a beautiful family. And I just used to think my girl looked good. But now I know that it means that, hey, keep it together. It's hard work, but you got to keep going. Because they done been through it. Dealing with these women, bro, it ain't easy, bro. I'm telling you, if you got an ego and a pride problem and a girlfriend or wife, you ain't going to make it, bro. It's hard work.
And let's keep in mind just this, and again, not to excuse, but let's just keep in mind this one other thing. We know how she presented herself because we saw certain things. We don't know what their relationship was between the two of them. We don't know how Corey has been all these years either. So let's not get that twisted either. We don't know if he messed up and he had to come back, but she didn't publicize it or he didn't publicize it. So all I'm saying,
same nigga.
All I'm saying is we don't know that Corey was perfect either. That's all I'm saying.
Still fucked up. But the family back on the table. Go for it. Anton, you plotting on something because you letting us talk too much. What you got going on over there? Anton, what you got going on over there? I feel like I'm rehearsing for opportunity. What's going on?
I don't have nothing going on. I'm just listening to y'all. I think that it's a great conversation, and so when you see good things happen and you let it rock. I'm not about to interrupt when y'all having great points.
What's your take on it then?
You gonna take her back?
I try to remove my personal feelings out of it because I'm pro family. So anytime that I can see, and I understand people go through things, yeah, she embarrassed him and all of that stuff. But I also understand that a lot of times the thing that's the most meaningful to a guy is keeping his family together and having his kids under one household. And so if you look at his sentiment and what he says, what people are basically saying is that he needs to suffer from the thing that he don't want in order to prove a point to a woman that embarrassed him. That's really the debate that we having right now. How much ego and who are you trying to prove it to? Because this wouldn't be a conversation if they wasn't famous, right? Regular motherfuckers every single day want to keep their family together. So the debate that y'all having is ego and embarrassment versus an ideal circumstance for your family. That's really what the debate is. And so for me personally, I think that he'd be happiest long term with seeing his children under one roof and under one household. And so for me, when it comes to the community and when it comes to culture, I think that the worst thing that has happened into society today is we got too many broken families and too many broken households. I don't think that you can have a great co-parenting situation that yields better results than you being in a house with your kids, especially when they're younger. So I'm pro-family. I'm never going to shame a dude for getting his family back together. I'm never going to say, man, you dumb as hell. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I could say, listen, bro, be careful, or make sure that you protect yourself, or what made you do that, or whatever. But if a dude say, man, I got my kids back, I don't know nobody that is like, when a dude get their kids, that's their heart. Guys care about their kids more than they care about the women that they had them with. And so under any circumstance, in most situations, if a guy can get his kids under his household 100% of the time with no kind of family court, no kind of fighting, listen, let me tell you what the worst thing is for a guy. Fuck the ego. Fuck taking her back from the streets. You know what the worst thing is for a guy? Is seeing another motherfucker in the household walking around with his dick print and your kids is in a house with him.
Come on, man.
Fuck the ego. I'm not about to let another nigga with a dick print walking around my daughter and my son talking about, hey, man, go take that trash out.
And it's bigger than mine. What the fuck?
I don't know about that part.
I'll be so bad, bro.
But my point is your ego allowing for another nigga to be raising your kids? See, it's different when you doing it for other people more than yourself. The worst possible scenario, listen, after the kids grow up, you can figure that shit out. But the worst possible scenario is to have your children sleeping on fucking bunk beds and they hear they stepdaddy doing some shit to their mama.
Well,
come on, man. I don't know where this nigga from. I don't know what his cultural norms is. I don't know what this nigga's teaching your kids. You ain't got no purview into what's going on in your kid's life when you're not in the household.
Imagine your child, your mama, with the mama of your child kissing the child, and she just giving another nigga a throat hug.
Facts. So for me personally, the objective is always family first.
Facts.
Always family first. I know that there are some circumstances, because we like to use extremes, to where you can't take her back. You can't do that. You got to fight for your kids, whatever. I understand that. That is the extreme. But I'm not talking about the extreme. I'm talking about the norm for most people, regular everyday people. I don't want my kid under the household and under the tutelage and under the instruction of another man. That for me is too much for me to bear. It's too much for me to bear. I can't have that. I can't have another nigga raising my kid. Ain't no fucking co-parenting. Ain't none of that shit. That's my kid. My kid do what I say, and that's it.
No, so, I'm gonna have to completely disagree. You can't absolve women. You can't absolve women from bad behavior. You even say this yourself. You can't keep rewarding bad behavior. This would be rewarding bad behavior. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's beyond the family because of what you do. When you put yourself above the group, which is the family in this case, sometimes you can't get let back in that group because you've done too much to damage. You've already done enough damage to the group now because of what you chose to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much damage done for you to be let back in or for that circle to be ever completed again. Nah, I feel like certain things.
I don't believe that.
Slimmy, would it still be as damaging if nobody knew? So my example. Hold on, Slimmy, because a lot of niggas get cheated on, but they homeboys don't know, so that allow him to work it out with the girl. really the only way a nigga leave his girl for cheating is if the homies find out.
No, we ain't talking about no homie shit, bro. We not talking about no homie shit. Fuck the homie shit. We talking about real. No. Fuck no. Fuck the homie shit. You broke the circle of trust. Fuck the homies. You broke the circle.
Every day, B.
No, wait.
The problem with Slimmy's argument, and he's not wrong. I don't think that there's a wrong answer.
He ain't wrong.
The problem with Slimmy's argument is everything that he's arguing is from the lens of a person that's only looking at it from the woman. He is not having a conversation about the kids at all. He's not even taking that into consideration. He's taking no factors into consideration. How they gonna turn out, who gonna play a role in their life, what the fuck happens. He don't play no role. He not taking that into consideration at all. Only thing Slimmy cares about is whether or not you disrespected me. That's it.
Well, no, I'm not taking a stance where the kids don't matter. But what I'm saying is, you've already damaged what we could have done with the children. You've already damaged that.
Nah.
How come not?
Nah.
Damage can be repaired.
No, some damages can't.
Yeah.
It's up to you though. But
so you break the circle of trust. You break the circle of trust. One thing now, and this is the thing that people are not gonna say. I'm brokenhearted because you were my wife. We're not talking about the heartache that a man has to endure, right? Mm-hmm. So you didn't destroy me. You didn't destroy me in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm supposed to just be able to look at you the same. No, I don't think y'all taking everything into consideration.
What if his mentals are stronger than yours and he wasn't destroyed?
Slimmy, all I keep hearing from you is I and me.
I was gonna say that too, Slimmy.
Well, and you can't say that about me.
Slimmy,
it's very self-focused.
I ain't gonna be in that situation.
You want to know what's worse than heartbreak? If somebody break in your house and do something to your children, and it wasn't nothing you could do about it, nigga.
Let me explain it from this lens, because I think we're making it personal and too individualistic. If I can get every broken home back together, and that was my life's purpose within the Black community, I will be a happy man, because I think that will fix 98% of the problems that we have within our culture. If I could get every family back together, if I could have kids raised in a strong 2-parent household, and for women to go back with their baby daddies, and for men to have their kids under their household, for me, that would be great. I don't give a fuck about ego. I don't give a fuck about pride. I don't care about nothing, because at the end of the day, these kids is fucked up. They gay. They stupid. They all diagnosed with ADHD all of a sudden. They fat. They already got diabetes by the time that they hit 21. For me, and I understand, and like I said, I don't think that Slimmy is wrong. I'm not criticizing him. I think that it's just a different dynamic based off of what his, what his standards are. But if I can get all families back together, man, that would be one of the greatest things that ever happened to this place, bro. So I just look at it from a cultural lens. I think that is so much fucked up shit, because we have broken households. Broken households, in my opinion, is over 90% of the problems that I see happening within our culture and our communities.
Listen, I know y'all say I be using extremes, but let me tell you how something simple will break you down. I never forget. My daughter was in Hawaii. I'm talking to her on the iPad. So we FaceTime. She go outside on the iPad and she gets stung by a bee. All she could do was scream, "Dad," as she was crying hysterically. Dog, that broke me, because I went there with her right there. She just got stung by a bee. Bro, I'm telling you, if something happened to your kids and you had a chance to make that right and be there, man, I should have eat at you forever. Worse than any heartbreak.
Yeah.
Pro family though. I'm rocking with your point. That's the crazy thing. I'm arguing against myself, but the only thing that overrides myself is family.
Yeah.
I ain't with it, man.
It's a hard subject to tackle. That's why I like it.
Because if it was a man, no, this shit would be a totally different conversation. I'm sorry,
but it's supposed to be a different conversation because we not the same. It's always going to be different between men and women. Women get privileged sometimes. Men get privileged sometimes. It just is what it is.
And this is why I say, and
ain't no
back. It's gonna go all the way back to what I said. If I'm taking care of the family, I shouldn't be subjected to just one woman. So this will knock that shit out. I wouldn't even be worried about it.
Listen, this is what I believe, Slimmy. If you get her to rock out with that and you ain't doing some slimy shit behind her back,
oh yeah, no,
and she know how you moving, then fuck, do what you want to do, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. It can't be ain't no cheating. I'm not talking about no cheating shit. If
you can get her to agree to it, then
cool. Talking about no cheating shit.
I couldn't even see Slim cheating though, because he's so principled.
No, I ain't gonna never cheat ever. That ain't gonna never happen. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you do that kind of shit, man, like, you ain't the person for me.
That's probably why it's real unforgivable for him, because he couldn't see himself doing it.
You just not the person for me. If you moving like that, you pretty much just saying fuck me.
But she's always been like that and more vocal, and he's always kind of taking more of a back seat in the relationship anyway. So I don't think it's new to him. That's their relationship dynamic. So he don't have that same amount of pride. If so, he would not be letting her do most of the talking in general.
I think that
he lets her talk a lot.
What this subject has showed me, and I always like to look at the chat as my co-host of the show. What this subject has told me is that there are a lot of broken people in this world, and they don't believe in forgiveness. They believe in dying on the hill of how they feel, and they're emotional. Most people are emotional.
Well, and what I also believe,
people are broken. That's it. Go ahead, Carrie.
Well, and I also believe that some of the comments that people make publicly is not what they would really do in their real life. So that's the other thing.
That's facts.
It sounds good to be like somebody said, Slimmy's the only one up here with principles. So, and I'm not knocking you, Slimmy, but I'm like, that I don't even understand how to digest that, because we're sitting up here talking about two people who would technically be trying to save their marriage, preserve their family, but we don't have principles. Like, what?
Principles are subjective.
Well, you're right. That is, I agree with that. But that's what I'm saying. So to say he has principles because he wouldn't take her back, and we don't because we would be for preserving family. To me, we both have our own sets of principles. One for us might be family. For Slimmy, clearly breaking trust, that's a heavy principle that if you break it.
I need people to also start. Y'all got to start doing some research. Not y'all on the panel. For the participants of this show, I think that y'all need to understand what the word simping means. People have overused the word, and y'all have used it to death. The word simping probably is going the same way as the word narcissist, is going the same way as delusional, is going the same as all of these other overused words. That don't even got no place in this conversation. That's not even relevant. Do y'all know what simping is? Simping is doing something for the attention of a woman that wouldn't otherwise give a fuck about you if you wasn't pandering to them. This don't have nothing to do with pandering to a woman or simping whatsoever. Y'all got to learn how to use words in a proper context. This is about whether or not you want to have your family back together or not. Some subjects are a lot more contextual and difficult to tackle, especially when you insert kids into the conversation. Y'all got to learn how to use words properly. All right? Jesus Christ.
I think they know what it means. It's just the chat.
No, I don't think that some people know what it means, because a lot of people are impacted and influenced by a lot of different factors outside of what we just talked about.
But I'm with Slim the whole word. Everything he said, I agree with. I really do. And that's how I like to think I move on the situation. But bro, it's just something about that family. I don't know. It's me.
I
Yeah,
can't.
I think it's a lot more difficult when you start factoring other factors. Listen, if y'all was just it was just y'all and it wasn't no kids involved, then it wouldn't even be nothing to think about. It really don't matter if you take her back or not, because nobody is hurt as a result of it. She can go and live her life, you can go and live your life. You probably don't forget about her, it really don't make no difference. When you start thinking about how you affect other people in every situation, you have to take a moment and think it through and play it through like Doctor Strange of what all of the possible scenarios are. 2K, let me put it like this. 2K said something that was real G. And it made me think about it differently because at first I was 100% on Slimmy's side. And then I thought about it differently because I seen Quentin and he drew his line in the sand, and I heard Molly, and then I seen Carrie. And 2K said something that really, really struck me, and I started thinking about it differently. What if somebody in your house, somebody in her household that she then allowed to come in because you have no control over what she does when she's with the kids, molested your kid and you wasn't there to fix it, or you wasn't there to prevent it?
That's a common scenario.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. During the pandemic, one of the things that they said happened was when a lot of people were locked down, the kids had nobody to turn to because they couldn't go to school and talk about the possibility of what happens because they was getting felt on and dealt with in a negative way inside of their household. And when Slimmy said that, I was like, oh my God, that would be crazy. Because sometimes you will never find out. Like, we assuming that you gonna know. People grow up and they never say nothing about it sometimes about what happened to them in certain households.
It's just a man being in the house is a form of protection.
Just being there, even if he ain't there,
Yeah,
they know he coming back.
Yeah.
They know you're okay.
Provision, what people don't understand is that provision and protection is preventative. It's the fact that certain things can't even take place, and it's not even something that can happen when you are in the household.
It's because I can afford this gated neighborhood over here to allow them niggas to stay out of her.
100%. Provision and protection is not what you would do after the situation happened because it's already done. A lot of times, provision and protection is what you do to prevent it to happen and even putting them in that position in the first place. It happens every day. And so when 2K said that, it just got me to thinking like, damn, that is something that you got to consider. Like, you got to consider who else you adding into the equation when your kids is not under your purview. So I don't think that Slimmy is wrong. Personally, I just think that there's nuance and more to think about than just making a quick decision based off of emotion, because that could really not go the way that you think it's going to go. It could be worse than what you thought it was going to be.
I think it's a logical decision. I think she moved based on emotion.
That's true with most women.
And I feel like
shit.
You say what?
I said that's do most women.
But Slim,
I feel like at some point we just got to stop saying that we just gonna accept anything, and we gonna start charging you for your emotion. And honestly,
how much? Like
honestly,
how much? Like $750?
But see, this the thing that could hurt. So ultimately, you want the best for your children, right? And I think everybody up here would agree. You want the best for your kids. Now, once you do something to breach, but ultimately when you get married, you sign a contract. You breach the contract now. So there's going to be collateral damage. The collateral damage is our kids aren't going to grow up the way that they should. Now, that could be just because what they seen, because everything became public. So they had to see their dad being villainized, being vilified, being seen as somebody who wasn't up to par, being seen as someone who wasn't good enough.
How do you know they saw? How do you know they saw that?
They don't see it. Q Diddy.
Like there's people like if I asked my dad who Tia Mowry was, he wouldn't even know who she is.
So we can do all this hypothetical shit, but I can't do anything hypothetical.
What have we done
hypothetical?
Just
chill the fuck out and let me finish, man. Man, they was just talking about the most extreme shit of a fucking pedophile.
That's not extreme.
That's not extreme.
That's definitely extreme because there's no guarantee that somebody else might even be able to come into the house.
These women are letting men into their home and around their kids.
Well, go on with your scenario, Slimmy. Go ahead.
What I'm saying,
we just reviewed a video, and I want Slimmy to finish the story. We just reviewed a video from the ISIS chick that said that the stepdaddy was in there molesting the kids.
No, but then they came out and said it wasn't.
We don't know if it's true or if it's not true.
No, they said that wasn't. They said that wasn't true.
Who was they?
It was actually
the sister of the dude that was accused of touching the kids.
No, that didn't end up being like
the sister of the dude that was accused of touching the kids. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know what happened, and this is the only reason that we know that shit. The only reason we was talking about that is because she was a public figure. People, this shit happened every single day, bro. Every day we see this shit from people in real life that's not on the internet.
It don't even got to be a stepdad. It could be when you got to work overtime, so you let the kids go over their uncle house. That down south, that's them one of the key indicators. Like, if her uncle used to keep her, or she might be tampered with. These bruh.
I know she did not backtrack. She went on Harley Initiated and she doubled the fuck down. So,
my nigga Slim, bro, it's cold out here, cuz, bro. Like, it's cold, G. It's cold. Too cold to be making a decision just for slimming when you know you got kids out.
And women are on the internet bashing their baby daddies or husbands, ex-husbands all day, every day. And they take them back. Like, you got to look at the bigger picture. It's not always about pride. I'm sure she probably had some pride in the situation, made her walk away, but we don't really know the dynamics. He took her back, apparently. I don't.
No.
Let me take it from a nigga that got that back, dog.
We don't know that.
Y'all not gonna pay his child support if they get divorced all the way. Y'all not gonna be paying his bills. Y'all not gonna be let him do what he gotta do.
Listen, I get it. A lot of people that's watching this show right now, statistically speaking, come from broken families and broken households. So that is normalized for them.
It's normal.
That is normal for most people. Because you know me, I don't give a fuck about what people think. I'm going to say what I want to say anyway. Ain't nobody ever going to sit to me and tell me what to do. It's normal for most people here because they grew up in a space where their mama raised them, or, you know, they had to split time between households. On average, statistically speaking, most people that are watching this come from a broken household. Not all, but most people. So that is normalized. I don't come from that space. I don't come from a space where anybody believes in leaving a family. Nobody, I don't come from, you know what I'm saying, that type of space. It's always family above all.
But you know what? What's the great deal breaker, Anton? Is if I get to keep the key.
You get to keep
That's the and this, I'm glad I said that, because now this support the women decision for leaving the relationship, because they get the kids. Oh, I can leave you and I still have my kids, which I hold dear to me. If you were to tell me a dude could leave him and still get the kids, now I understand the decision, Slimmy. But you know for a fact
but the problem with that is that I see people talking about, well, I get the kids. Bitch, y'all out here talking about y'all voting because y'all can't wait for Trump to try to fix family court laws. Niggas ain't getting the kids the majority of the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I got
you can't force her. You can't bully her into giving you the kids.
Right.
Yes, you can.
Niggas is mad as hell every single day saying that I want my goddamn kids.
I bully the bitch into give me the kids.
So like, don't gaslight me into thinking that you could just tell her, okay, well, you give me the kids and fuck, man, stop. Y'all, if you was able to control her, then she wouldn't be on the outs in the first place. The fact that she is on the outs is incentivizing her even more to hold her kids against you in order to do what you got to do. Stop that shit.
You show me a nigga with his kids, I'll show you a nigga that spent $60,000 or more on a lawyer.
That's why, man, I wish we would just be realistic. Listen, y'all niggas don't have to act that tough.
It's cool, man. It's the chat.
I get coaching calls every single day. Niggas sending me emails every day trying to win their family back, and then y'all get online trying to be tough inside of the chat. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't have to be that tough. I know y'all tough in real life. I know y'all all wearing ski masks and you run this shit and you take care of business. Nigga, and when y'all get around women, I see y'all niggas melt in these bitches' hand and y'all don't even be knowing them in real life. Y'all be sending these women super chats, simping and DMing and talking about how y'all drink their bath water. Then all of a sudden y'all want to get on here and talk about how tough y'all are and y'all gonna hold women accountable. Some of these same niggas, don't make me start calling y'all out. Some of these same niggas, some of these same people in the chat that's talking tough, I know y'all niggas is simps in real life. I'm trying to be nice. I know y'all niggas is simps in real life. These women be showing me their DMs like, look at this nigga. Real talk in real fucking life. Y'all niggas be inside the chats. Y'all be sending women cash apps. Y'all never met them before. Y'all tell them y'all gonna drink their bath water, and then you gonna get on here and try to talk to me like y'all all doing it and taking care of business. What y'all talking about? In real life, y'all niggas be simping the fuck out. Carrie and Molly get y'all niggas undivided attention every single time. Y'all be on here talking about, oh shit! These niggas gonna sit here and tell me about, no, you gotta hold these women accountable. Niggas, shut the fuck up. The only person I see unsolicited stand up to them without, and he don't even need to do this shit because he crazy, is Quentin. Amazing. Only crash dummy I done seen in real life. Only nigga I believe in real life is Quentin. The rest of you niggas gotta prove it.
Everybody can get it.
Amazing. Niggas. These niggas always thank God Molly don't have an Instagram. Jesus. Y'all niggas hit me up and send.
I'll be in that bitch like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
No, let me start showing these niggas emails. Hey, Anton, do you know how I can get in touch with Molly? For what? I'm about to start showing you niggas emails because y'all gonna stop lying to me.
Whoa.
What a mess.
Man, that off the top.
Hey, don't do it, man. Stall them out, man.
I need to start showing these niggas emails. It's some of these same niggas. You got the same logo on your email as you got right here inside of the chat.
Oh, dang.
Call them out, Debo.
Niggas talking that shit to me. Niggas is trying to win their families every single day, and they did 10 times worse than what Tia did. And I know what y'all niggas is going through. She cheated on you with your military homie, nigga. I know what's really happening. You can't lie to me. You would give anything to get your family back, nigga. Some of y'all niggas is cucks. Oh shit! You would give your left nut to be able to see your son again, and you talking tough inside of the chat. Get your big energy out, nigga. Don't lie to me though. Don't fucking lie to me. I got the emails.
Hey, what is this?
Them niggas ain't it?
So tired of these niggas lying, bro. Who put the battery in you niggas' backs?
Tiffany.
Hey man, they just kick it in front of their chat homies, man. Let them have their fantasy, Anton. This the internet. This ain't real life now.
Who put the battery in these niggas' backs trying to lie to us, bro? Niggas be all over the women in the chat. Our streets, they all in her shit. Messy, they in her shit. Carrie, they all in her shit. Mika, they all in her shit. I can't get a fucking woman up here. The Jazz and sent me some shit like, damn, man. Like this ain't Anton, you see this?
There's a woman who sent me stuff during this stream that we have to have a conversation about.
I'm not trying to play. I'm not trying to fuck up y'all game. If y'all think that y'all can cash app them to death and be able to get some pussy, shoot your shot, bro. Just stop that tough shit here.
Cash app them to death.
Stop that tough shit. Some of these same women that y'all talking shit about, I seen y'all at the meetup. Y'all was all over Trigger. Hey, Trigger.
Nah, not Trigger, dog.
Yes, they was. Yes, they was, nigga.
No, they were.
Not
yes,
Trigger.
They was. Yes, they was.
Not that Trigger, nigga. That
yes, they was, bro.
Is this
like,
real life?
Don't play tough to us, dog. We know who you are in real life.
Trigger?
Run that back, Turbo.
Not Trigger.
That's
Not Trigger. Ain't no nigga in the chat shot at Trigger. Don't fact.
Okay.
Trigger.
A pot smoking slut.
That's why, you know what? Let me be honest with you. Slimmy, this is the truth. The reason why we can't hold women accountable is not because of what you saying. It's because the women know that the same niggas that's talking shit in the chat is the same niggas that be simping out for them in their DMs. That's why we can't hold them accountable. We can't tell them shit because they know that y'all niggas flip-flop depending on whether or not you think you're going to get some pussy. That's why we can't hold them accountable. Because you the problem, nigga. Because you're not standing on business. Niggas be melting like a motherfucker, bro. Y'all niggas love Melanie King until she showed a nigga on her Instagram.
Man, I almost had a fight with her the other day.
I'm stuck on Trigger.
Yeah, Quinn.
Nigga, I got her DMs. I was like, hey, nigga, you need to back the play. It was about Stephen A. Smith, and you know I don't play about Stephen A. Smith. I said, bitch, you better delete this shit. And she deleted it.
Run that back, Turbo.
What do you mean? You don't play about Stephen A. Smith.
Man, she said some chick was like on some nonsense talking about that she's Stephen A. Smith's wife and this whole scandal between her and Molly Karam, and she posted it and was like, Stephen A. Smith is married. I was like,
and then they say, well, no, Anton is mad. What am I mad at, nigga?
Whoa.
The same Cash App you sent her, she turned around and sent it to me.
Dang, that's rough, nigga. Let me get a refund, my nigga.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. The same Cash Apps that y'all sending these girls, they meet me in real life. They know me in real life. We all kick it together. The same Cash App you sent her, she sent it to me and she said, thank you for adding value into my life. That's the honest to God, and that's the honest to God truth. Every last one of these women that y'all simping for inside of the chat love me. They support me. They bag chasers. They come to my meetups. They fly to where I go. They send me Cash Apps. They love me.
Dear Lord Jesus.
No. That's the honest to God truth. That's the honest to God truth. They come to my shows. They send me Cash Apps. They show me love. They adore me. They adore me.
Anton taking them back to the woodshed.
Dang, our streets is cute. I don't even know.
Hey, our
like
streets
that.
girl.
She cute.
I met every last
Where's
one
she
of them.
from? Where
Messi, our streets, Azriel, Molly, all of them.
I think I met streets folk.
I don't like Molly no more.
I love Molly.
She be cutting niggas off.
Thank you, Anton.
I love Molly. Molly is one of my biggest.
Cut you off.
Molly is one of my biggest simps. I love Molly.
When
Molly simps for me like nobody ever before. That's my heart.
Molly scared me in person though. She blink a lot.
My eyes are dry. I'm looking at a screen for 3 hours.